Everything is fine in Doki land. Hello. Welcome back to the live stream, fellas. We didn't hit the like goal in the last stream. We didn't even come close. But I have just been so hyped to play this and to experience the new content that I just want to do another stream ASAP. And, you know, this is like a visual novel. It's mostly just kind of reading and relaxing and vibing. So this stream could be a longer one. Last one was an hour. Maybe these could start averaging maybe 2 hours. I'm not sure. I'm just going to kind of vibe. Do I have the shades? Good question. I do have the shades. Somewhere. I do have the shades. Here they are. They've been sitting here. Ever since the last stream yesterday, they've just been sitting behind my computer. I didn't even notice. I have the shades. Hello, Livy. Welcome back. Alright, Livy. I think you're the only one here. You're the only chat participant anyway. But hello, welcome, ladies. Now, this is not the first episode. This is the second episode of DDLC Plus. And that's today's like goal in QOTD. 25 likes, and I'll actually do another one soon rather than just doing it because I feel like it. And today's QOTD. If you could change one thing about DDLC, what would it be and why? And yeah, right now I just wanna select the game. Here we go. Should be there. You can see I'm actually in the menu using the music player for the intro, which is pretty cool. I've also realized there's this feature that I've not been using. Normally when I switch the game capture, I actually get up this whole menu and try and get the window from here. But if I just have it selected, you look at where my mouse is here right now. If I actually select different stuff appears. I can just change it like here. So I'm going to start using that more often. But yeah. Now, I should make a disclaimer for people who are checking this out. This game, if you know this game, it's not what it appears to be. If you're new here, please, you know, I advise viewer discretion, okay? I'm just going to quit this out of this real quick because I want to point something out. This game, well, it doesn't exactly have, like, an age rating, but I think, in the trailer it said mature 17 plus, okay? So if you're under the age of 17, you might want to reconsider before watching this. This is a mature rated game by the ESRB. It contains violence, blood, suggestive themes, and strong language. This game, it has the warning, it is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. It contains psychological horror elements, okay? It's this bizarre... Well, the thing that makes this game so unique, yesterday's QOTD, last time's QOTD, was like... It's this bizarre blend of really dark, violent, serious, hardcore horror alongside completely opposite vibes and emotions. Really cutesy, innocent, you know, happy, positive, you know, flirty kind of... art and music alongside these, like, you know, hateful, you know, violent and, you know, these very, like strong negative emotions. It's this insane contrast that makes it so unique. But please, viewer discussion, you know, parents, if there are any parents hearing this, if you've left your child on their own to watch this video without your supervision, first of all, what the hell are you doing? You know, I'm sure, no, I'm not going to judge you for that. There might be a good reason for that, but be aware that your child is watching adult content, alright? And with that disclaimer out of the way, I'm going to play the game, okay? So just be aware, alright? I have to make the disclaimer, guys. Also, to fit in with the vibe, I will once again be returning to immature cool dude map, where I'm just constantly cracking jokes. That's what she said. Let's get on with the game. So, as you guys may remember, DDLC Plus is the original Doki Doki remastered with better graphics, but it's much, much more than that. There's loads of new content. You've got this Metaverse Enterprise Solutions thing, which appears. There's loads of information here that I've not been paying much attention to. But it says type binary thin client, and I don't know if that's important because it mentioned something about a thin client last time. But also, if we log in, our username is root, and then we get this. That's real time in the corner, and we've got all of these different settings, okay? Now, before we return to DDLC, I want to read out the description for today because I said PHILOPHOBIA in poems. DDLC is back, and as we play the original game with its beautifully upgraded graphics, I'm exploring new content too. I've got more images to unlock, secrets to find, and perhaps even a side story to experience. In the original game, there are 9 of those like special scenes you get for writing a poem for one of the girls, okay? 3 for Sayori, 3 for Yuri, 3 for Natsuki. Unfortunately, for some reason, you just can't have it with Monika, is the way the game decided. Although she obviously gets her own later on in the game. Now, the thing is, there are 6 side stories. It specifically said 6 new side stories. Not 5, not 7, there's 6, okay? So, what that means is that only 6 of those 9 screens are actually going to produce side stories, and I'm not sure if the first ones will be exempt because of a lack of progress, or the last ones will be exempt because there's not much new added in character development. It might be different for each, like, character. Like, Sayori's side stories might be unlocked from the first and the third screen, but Natsuki's might be unlocked from the first and the second, and Yuri from the second and the third. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but, there are 6 side stories. I'm trying to find where it said. Yeah, it says 6 new side stories. And the one where Sayori is giving Yuri a hug is being advertised a lot, so I wonder if that's the first one. Either way, keep my door shut. Either way, I want to write poems for Sayori first. I want to go for Sayori first. Also, let's play some more music. Ohayo Sayori, I think that's Japanese for, like, hello or something. So yeah, we're going for Sayori first, okay? We're going to seduce Sayori real good. Alright. You know. Everyone knows that you want your girl next door to be Sayori, alright? Sayori's the girl next door, yeah? That was cringe. Alright, I'm trying too hard. But, in all seriousness, I'm trying to find something that doesn't look ridiculous. That's fine. I also was browsing the files. First of all, I unlocked a new picture off camera. I don't even know how, it just kind of appeared. But, in addition to these backgrounds and stuff, I unlocked a sketch. The first concept sketch of the complete cast, drawn by David Evelyn. Acquisition procedure. Review the file poemwords.txt for any anomalies. That's something else which I found off camera, which I want to talk about. I wasn't playing this much off camera, I was just browsing the menus, and I found something interesting. So, this is a concept sketch for, you know, the 4 characters who you meet in the game. And you get no points for guessing who's who, because even in these early versions, you can quite clearly tell from the hairstyles who's who. They're pretty much identical, other than the hairstyles. Like, because, like, the clothing and stuff is the same, but, like, and the base model face shapes are the same, because that's how anime style is, but the hair, you can tell this one's Natsuki, because of the weird, kind of, like, pigtail things coming here. Sayori's got just kind of, like, single, like, bowl cut thing. Yuri's got the long hair, Mono's got the bow and the fancy shit, which is fascinating. But there's something else. It says, review the file poemwords.txt for any anomalies. Now, I'm going to set that as the wallpaper. I'm just going to change the wallpaper each episode, just because I think that's pretty cool. Now that's a really nice hint, but I actually found this file before I read that just now. I found this last time. I can't remember where it is. Meeting notes? Was this here before? I think we already read this. But there was something... Right, that's like a test. There was something else. There was a file. You can't open most of these, I don't think. Unknown file type. Because you can only open, like, text files and stuff. Oh, where was it? It might not have been internal. There was a file... Poem words. Here we go. So these are RPA files you can't open. But poem words. I found this. And I've realised, in case you don't know, this is a list of all of the winning... You got, like, Sayori's winning words. So, like, if you don't know, these are all the words that are going to turn Sayori on. All the words that are going to seduce Sayori. And, like, so now we know which ones to pick in case we come across them. Lots of words. Like, Natsuki, it's pretty obvious which ones, because it's all cute stuff. So, like, you know, lipstick, obviously, you know, French words, you know, colours, short words that are only a couple syllables, you know, foods like marshmallows and strawberries, jump. Yuri's words are all, like, the fancy ones. The longer ones, like contamination, intellectual, all the more, like, you know, multi-syllable words, heaven sent, tenacious, and also more horror-related stuff like massacre, agonizing. So those two are pretty obvious. Like, 9:15? When does that appear? I don't remember that being in the game. Unless that's probably not an error, but that's intentional. 9:15. What's 9:15? That's weird. Does something happen if you play the game at 9:15, like AM or PM? That could just be an error, but like these are usual words. I saw 9:15. That's a bit weird. But yeah, unrestrained, time, eternity, graveyard, all these kinds of like Yuri. So Yuri and Natsuki are pretty obvious. Sayori's more difficult, and Monica unfortunately doesn't get any. But yeah, and there was something else. There's all these saves, but the I think we've looked in game and we've looked in right internal. There are these folders, right? You get 6 slots, 0 to 5, and then within each of these you get another 0 to 5. So that's 6 times 6, so that's 36 folders. And then within each one of these, there's another 6. So that's 6 cubed, 6 times 36. You can do the math. There are lots of folders here. And I think at some point, I need to go through and like check all of these. But for now, I'm going to leave them. There's definitely something going on with the folders, and there's going to be some hidden thing down there. But right now, I can't be bothered to go find it. What I want to do is make progress with the game, write a poem for Sayori so we can maybe unlock a side story, and if we don't, we'll still be looking into other things. Also, check this out, boys. I've got cake! Just let you check that out. This game's not suitable, alright? Not suitable for children, those are usually disturbed. But, there it is. Boom, sparkles. But, I've got a slice of cake. My sister had her birthday recently, July 2nd, and we've had actually 2 cakes. This is the second cake, which we've only recently opened because it took a few days to get through the first. But yeah, I've got some cake, so that's lovely. Jubbly. Oh, man. Imagine if I had, like, cupcakes for the first episode. That'd be appropriate, but I gotta be honest, Natsuki's probably my least favourite character in this game. The tsundere stereotype's just cringe. But anyway, can I delete this? I can't. Let's load this. Okay, go. It's time to write a poem. Now, we need to pick our words for Sayori, okay? Okay. This door keeps opening. I'm gonna put my bin in front of it. Hope this isn't a terrible idea, because if my bin falls over, it's a lot of crap to clear up. Alright? Alright. So, we don't want to choose stuff like beauty and sticky, because that's for Natsuki. We don't want to choose stuff like determination and explode, because that's like Yuri. I think family or childhood would definitely be Sayori, didn't you? I think family... So yeah, family's definitely Sayori. Childhood's definitely Sayori. Let's just try and work out what is Sayori like. Memories? Okay, good stuff, good stuff. I feel like puppy would suit Sayori, but it's probably a Natsuki word. Playground. That's definitely... No, that's Natsuki. Shit. As long as we get, I think, 11 Sayori words, I think we're set. It has to be the majority. Alright. Poof. Ah! Laugh. Okay, good. Okay, good, good. I'm very much leaning towards Sayori now, this is good. We're making progress. Yuri, I'm really sorry. I'm not giving you any attention, but you'll get it, alright? You'll just wait your turn, wait your turn. Save the best till last. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Disown? Oh, disown's Yuri. Well, you got a little bit, so there you go. Socks. Ah, shit. Okay, hold on. Good. Okay, I've got to think more carefully. I think we've got this in the bag, as long as I don't screw up. Okay, that was close. I was thinking that might be Natsuki. Okay, dance. I want to say Sayori. Yes. Okay. We're making progress, boys. All right. Basically, Matt with... Oh. How do we go from Evil Run Day Shift 3 Matt with Shades to DDLC plus Matt with Shades? Basically, Matt was talking dirty and decided the shades would be appropriate to add it. Let's just say Matt's gonna say a lot of out of context stuff. Also, I'm convinced there's a ghost that keeps opening Matt's door. It's just the wind, guys. It's just the wind. Also, the bin is not sufficient, so I'm gonna move the bin before it gets knocked over. I'm gonna find something a little bit denser, a little bit heavier. What's gonna keep the door shut? Can't move my heater. I'll try my tray of electronics. I have a tray of like wires and stuff. It's got like a fan in it and stuff. I'm gonna try that. I have a ghost in my room. It's possessing me whenever I do Day Shift 3 Evil Run stuff. The shades are the sign of possession, alright guys? Possession. Like, there's been 2 ghosts so far. There was the Day Shift 3 one, which was just really evil and malicious. And then there's the DDLC one, who you're seeing right now, who is horny as hell. As you always are when you play this game. I'm gonna simp, alright? I really hope Lucy doesn't see this. Oh my god. But yeah. Yeah, that's fine. DJ, I'm actually curious. So, who here's familiar with DDLC? DJ, have you ever seen DDLC before, DJ? And Livy, are you familiar with it? Did you experience it back when it came out? Alright. I almost said Lucy. That's Yuri. That's definitely Sayori. That's Yuri. That's Yuri. Yes, alone. Now that's Natsuki. That's Yuri. I think that's Natsuki. Okay, there we go. We've got this in the bag, boys. Okay, that's annoying that we've picked 2 more Natsuki ones, but there should be... Got Yuri then. That should be Sayori. I really hope so. We might have screwed this one up. Jack, Mark, and Shakespeare play. You watch a lot of playthroughs. Cool. I watch Mark and 8-Bit Ryan. So yeah, Livy knows what's Scott. What's up? I'm just going to say, I don't know if this is DJ's kind of game. So I'm just warning you, DJ, if you haven't seen this before, there's going to be some disturbing shit. And there's also going to be some really inappropriate shit. From me, mostly. Because the game has a slow start. Alright, let's do the voices. Hi again, Matthew. Such a weird pose. Hi again, Matthew. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everybody else is already hanging out. I already came inside all of them, too. Ah, man, that's... Ooh, that's... Ooh. Okay. Shitty pun. Thanks for keeping your promise, Matthew. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. See? This is why we love Yuri. So understanding. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me he didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. And you know what, actually, that sounds quite rudely phrased, but I think Natsuki's got a fair point here. The slackers who just kind of leech onto other people are the worst. And she's probably just had bad experience with that. As we might find out in the side stories, which inform why her behavior is so aggressive. Honestly, now that I'm refreshing myself in the game, I'm remembering how well written these characters are. Like, this is a very, very character and story-oriented game. Not even story. The story's kind of, not much happens. But the characters, very, very character-focused, so... Yeah, Natsuki's got a good point here. Don't be mean, though. Come on, I haven't... Unless, like, you've got proof that I've been slacking. Oh, Monica roasting her! Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Is it manga or manga? Because I've heard it pronounced both, but manga sounds stupid. I'm going to say manga. If that's wrong, just put it down to my accent. Because my parents are from the north, but I grew up in the south, so I'm kind of in between. It's weird. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Matthew always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Hey, let's go. Thank you, Sayori. Coming in with the save. He helps me with my busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. Oh, how dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? If you ever... I can't. The shades are actually getting a bit distracting. I'll put them down for now. Man. I usually had it on the background while I was reading, and I'd have a cup of tea as well, so my friends thought I was being productive after high school as I had homework, because then I'd do that. Livy, you mad lads. Livy, is Yuri confirmed? Livy, tea drinker squad. I think Livy is like the younger sister to Yuri. We already talked about the parents of the chat. You all have younger siblings, so that's saying something. Who am I kidding? Monica's the mother figure in this club. Excuse me. Anyway. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Matthew can become good friends too. Oh my god, I'm not used to friendship. We can't be friends. I'm a social outcast, and I know it. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird. There's nothing weird about this. There's nothing weird. This is one of the cringiest anime tropes I've ever seen. Literally, all Sayori said was, oh, don't be jealous just because we're good friends. We can be friends too. You're going to meet everybody. Why? There's nothing awkward about that. There is nothing suggestive. Like, even if that was suggestive, even if we were talking about romance rather than friendship, like, don't be awkward about it. You could just laugh it off. Like, goddamn. This is such an unrealistic situation. I hate it. These people are so dumb. The protagonist, especially, is the dumbest. Like, these guys are also have such interesting personality traits, they kind of balance it out. The protagonist is just plain as hell. Bland. Anyway. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Huh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. Oh, it's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, what do I do? Okay, I might skip through some of this dialogue, guys. Eh? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Also, can we talk about the fact that Yuri's eyes have vanished? Yuri's eyes, they're not open or closed. They're just gone. There's just red blushing marks on her eyes now. What? Anime makes no sense. It's kind of funky, though. I like it. I like how it doesn't make any sense. It's unique. I mean, there's something to talk about that eyebrows. You can see Sayori's eyebrows, like, going over her hair. I actually like that. It's a nice stylish thing, but it looks weird if you look too closely. It just stops making sense, but... Yeah, anyway. Excuse me. But yeah, I guess that means it's up to me to the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything. The first place, I just a gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It made me happy no matter what. Exactly. Like, this is basic. You guys are all over 18. How do you not understand this? Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Well, here. So Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, we could discuss... Oh, my fingernail. Oh, how do people do that? How do people... You know the thing, guys. You know the thing... How do people do this without, like, because, like, you have to, like, make the fingernails, unless you, like, rotate them. Like, how do you do that when I'm touching? I don't think you actually touch it. Just, but anyway, I'm out of the zone. Let's get back in the zone. We could discuss it, if you wanted. Maybe get in the bed and read. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Holy shit. Hello, Stellar Studios, welcome back. I'm here again, I'm probably bringing my wife. Never mind, you're married? I don't know if you're joking or not. Because I remember you being slightly younger than me, so... Is that even legal? But anyway, how is this girl being so cute on accent? She picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. It is pretty considerate. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Wow! I'm gonna read this so hard! And then I'm gonna read you. Doesn't even make sense. I'm married to a hottie. Wait, what? I'm married... What's a hottie? Is that like a nationality or something? What's a how-tie? How-tie? I don't even know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I've offended somebody. Phew. Well, or is that a new gender or something? Hottie. What? I mean... Okay. I'm just confused why you spelled it differently. Estimate while you're boom. Look, but I don't know why you're spelling it so weird. And also, like, that's pretty subjective, so... Duh. But yeah. Anyways, I'll keep getting distracted. I should really get on with this, but yeah, I'm reading it. But yeah, this is a FNAF maid cafe. Haha. DJ's pulling bitches left and right at the FNAF cafe. I'm sorry, but hey, I mean, that's pretty funny. It is odd, and sometimes it's pretty cringy, but roleplay's great when it's done right, and this is, as long as it's well written. The thing is, this tries so hard to make fun of anime tropes that it actually just becomes the anime trope, so it becomes unironically cringy. Alright, I'm good, whatever. But anyway, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sarah and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Monica seems to be pushing Sarah up against the wall. It's getting pretty hot over there. Natsuki and Yuri have gone into the closet and shut the door. I look around and I decide, guess I'll fuck myself. Or even better yet, what was I saying last stream? Background art, best girl. Alright, background art, best girl. The ultimate waifu. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. How can I transfer that into something? Okay, this is... But yeah. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Right, this is where the decision comes in. We should go towards Sayori here because of the stuff we wrote in the notebook. Please? But yeah, casual club. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I would just read it, but okay. I could probably fall asleep right now. I closed my eyes and never listening on Sayori's conversation with Monica. This is actually what I would do in real life. I'd probably still be like... I wouldn't... The thing is, as a child, I wouldn't have had the confidence to walk up to someone, you know, like... If this was me now, I'd walk up to Yuri and be like, hey, sweet cheeks, what you reading? You got a nice pair of eyes. But no, I'm joking. I would not say that in real life. But as a kid, I would not have the confidence to just walk up to someone and say, hi, want to be friends? And that kind of thing. So this is what I would do. I would go to sleep. But yeah. Sarah says, we're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So, excuse me. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. Sayori would be a great owner of Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. She would be an amazing tycoon manager because she's understanding the distinction between atmosphere and entertainment, alright? Like, I wish Sayori was real now so that I could do a collab with her in the game. I could do one of those, Sayori plays Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. That's probably been done. I saw someone do Sayori plays Outlast 2, and it was like someone role-playing as her. Instead of a face cam, they just used her sprites in the corner. It was pretty clever. I can't do that much voice acting though, and I couldn't be bothered. But like, can you imagine how good a tycoon manager Sayori would be? Sayori would be amazing. Also, I'm seeing a lot of messages in the chat. Please don't spam, but I thought someone just spamming heart emojis. Is that part of your username? Rinrin-san? Am I pronouncing that right? Rinrin-san? Hello, Rinrin. Welcome to the stream. You like jazz? You like jizz? Jazz? I like jazz. Jazz is pretty cool. Jazz is like one of the best music genres. Okay, I don't... You're just saying random things in chat, but hello, Rinrin. I'm Lamau, soon later to be in a fursuit. I'm so confused. Rim's a VA and cosplayer. What are the odds? Rin, I've got a project for you. It's a DDLC FNAF crossover, you in? Yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, welcome. You're new here. Thanks for joining. Leave a like if you're enjoying. You don't have to. You're not obliged to, but consider subscribing. Yeah. But yeah, after they come, we do the thing... But after they come, we can do things to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sarah is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Instantly, you know where this is going. Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. That's a yearbook quote right there. First YouTube job. Rin, I'm not putting any pressure on you, it's a joke. Stella, do you know Rin? Is Rin your wife? You said you would be joining the stream soon? I assume there is some random, I don't know. Yee, alright. Cupcakes it is then. Yeah, Monica has to deal with this shit every day, and it shows. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. My penis. No, let's not ruin the moment. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Oh yeah. Just making inappropriate jokes the whole way through. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ooh-wah! Ooh-wah? Was I trying to say ooh-woo but got shocked? That looks like I was about to say ooh-woo. Ara to Sayori, and then it just went just like mid-sentence. What the fuck? Ooh-wah. Can we talk about the irony here? Because if you've seen the original before, you know what happens next with Sayori, and you know what Sayori's perspective actually is. And it's not what it appears to be at all. I actually think Sayori has ADHD. Because the thing is, ordinarily, the symptoms of ADHD aren't something anyone's going to recognise, but I know a good few people with it. It's surprisingly common, and my girlfriend Lucy, who I know very well, has quite moderate ADHD. And when you think about the fact that she struggles to keep her room tidy and stuff, but she's super focused on this, shows that she has a kind of imbalanced kind of attention thing, and she's become hyper-fixated on helping the literature club at the expense of not maintaining a room, because she can't keep it consistent. I mean, keeping it consistent like that is hard enough for a normal person, but for someone with ADHD, it's borderline impossible. So, I think Sayori's got ADHD. Or maybe just ADD, but I think she does have the hyperactive side. Small difference. Anyway, don't mind the Hoover, guys. Mum's cleaning up. Ooh-ah! Ooh-woo! Hi! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face, filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry, I love the way she actually jumps back. What an animation. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? I would have paid good money for a napping club at school. If I could have just paid it down the line in the future when I had a job. Like, I wouldn't have minded being in debt right now for a napping club, because a napping club at school would be so good. Wouldn't it be amazing if you could go to a classroom, real nice and quiet, let me mute the music. Imagine, guys, imagine. You go to a classroom, and you just get a nap. It's super silent, you're playing sleeping lines, everyone's just getting comfy. Maybe they've cleared the desk, everyone's on the floor somewhere, and you can just kind of have a quick nap for an hour, in and out, quiet, And maybe you don't need to sleep, maybe if you can't exactly sleep, you can just like meditate or whatever, and it's just like, the only few rules are that, you've got to be silent, and you've got to, respect everyone else and just, not try and wake people up. But yeah, imagine the, imagine that. I would love to have had a napping club, because school is exhausting. Especially, not just like the effects of puberty, fucking up your sleep pattern, and all the growth spurts and all the energy being used, but also like just generally the amount of work you get. I would just, on the grind. Dude, I'd love that. I would appreciate that so much. Anyway. But yeah, I'm not a minor, I play DDLC, but you're under 16. Guys, yeah, what is going on in chat? Uwu, hello, ara, you're such a sussy uwu bakaka. I'm never doing that again. Well, you just got me to read it aloud, so, who's the real winner? Oh, man, I'm tonight's biggest loser. Hi, I have joined. Hello, XF. Anyway, man, but yeah. I'd be such a good Natsuki, okay. Yeah, guys, just a reminder, clipping that. Guys, if you clip that, be sure to send it to either me or True Player so it can be uploaded to Mr. Matt's Hydrated Highlights or the Matt's to Miss Meme collection. Okay. Guys, just a reminder, you are allowed to join the stream if you are under the age of 18. However, if you're under the age of 13 or, going to be poorly affected by, psychological horror and disturbing content, please leave the stream. This is a mature 17+ rated game by the ESRB. There's a lot of inappropriate content, alright? You have been warned. You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're going to have less time for anime, You need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. She's eyeing my ass. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. And you know what that's a sign of, guys? If you know, you know. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to spoil it, but yeah. Yeah, DJ, definitely keep an eye on chat. If people are spamming, don't spam. Don't mute these two. They're not spamming. They're just sending a lot of messages. But yeah, anime. Ooh. We ain't 17. Lucky I'm over 13. Yeah, I'm not gonna ask for your ages, but you know, be aware, guys. Like, I am not responsible for you choosing to watch the video. I can't force you to not watch the video. I can't do that. You're still oversleeping. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Huh? Sayori glances around herself. Okay, that's adorable. That's hilarious. Can you just imagine her, like, where is it? Where's it written? Like a fucking puppy. God damn. How was it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair's still sticking out all around here. Ha! I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten out. Then I start caressing her cheek and I lean in. Oh, man. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair's just really hard to get right. Oh, I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here, but it's white on white, so how bad can it really be? I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. We're just touching Sayori without her consent here. She's comfortable with it, guys. She's very comfortable. We know each other. All right. What are we saying, chat? Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because I don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why? Wow! What an awful thing to say. Do you guys understand why that's such an awful thing to say? Like, I know the character in this game is supposed to be like really close to her and they like kind of, you know, play, fight, and bicker, but like, holy shit, that's savage. Also, I like how you can actually see that blazer's unbuttoned even if the other details aren't obvious. We are sissy back. I don't even know what you guys are talking about right now. Buy fedora? I don't have a fedora. Do you guys understand why this is a problem though? Because, like, it's rude to assume that everyone in society believes in this mainstream doctrine that you have to get a boyfriend or girlfriend. You have to get a romantic and sexual partner of the opposite gender. You have to have 4 children and buy a house and a car and all. If you don't do all of that, you're a failure. Because, you know, some people don't want to make a family. Some people are asexual, aromantic. Some people are also homosexual. Some people, you know, not everyone who is a Sayori is going to want a boyfriend. Like, even if we assume that she is straight and wants a boyfriend, you know, that's a low blow. Just to be like, oh, you haven't achieved your goals, you're such a fucking mess. Like, even if that was her goal, which it probably isn't, because that's a big assumption, you know. I find that offensive. If someone said that to me in school, I'd say, bold of you to assume I want a girlfriend. Though I did not end up with one. And I am straight. But, you know. Homosexuals in the chat, rise up. Whoa! You're pansexual, have a trans significant other. And I want children. Wow! And a second, who's your significant other? Is that Stella? Stella's trans? Anyway. That's a really mean thing to say. The protagonist of this game is super mean. Honestly. I hope we get bitch slapped right now, because that is super mean. That is super mean! That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I stuck the button ablaze from the bottom. What an absolute dick. That's right, if we end up as Sayori's boyfriend, that's gonna be toxic as hell. Unless we get some sweet, sweet character development. Maybe it's deliberately like this, so we can get that sweet, juicy character development down the line. Spoiler, the character development doesn't happen. I'm sorry, it's disappointing, but it's not what the game's about. Boom boom, yeah, homie. I'm just a little confused, because Rin and Stella were sending a lot of messages. Are you two the married one? I'm so confused. Whatever, I don't care. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh! Here we go. So, I'd forgotten about this. So, you get a special still of you buttoning up Sayori's blazer, right? And it's at a really funky angle. Like, what the fuck? It's all sideways. It looks pretty cool, I guess. But this might be a side story. We might have just unlocked one. I'm not sure. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how it is to a friend who does these kind of things. Huh? Okay, and now we're getting to cringe. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. Yeah, alright. I'm happy we like this, aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? The blazer doesn't even fit Sarah anyway. It's undersized. Oh my god. Oh, the cringe. Oh, the cringe. Oh my god. Don't say it out loud. You look much better now, so... Also, sorry, who laughs like this? Like, who laughs? Like, you might laugh like this, or this, or this. Who the fuck laughs like this? What is that? Or is it like that? Like, huh? I don't even know how to pronounce that. I don't speak cringe. Yeah, so Sayori doesn't look after herself, basically. This is actually quite important for character development later on. Like, I know it seems silly now, but there's a deliberate reason for that. It's all foreshadowing stuff. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more because it was all stuffy. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms around and turns around. So we keep it unbuttoned, then I won't... So if I keep it unbuttoned, I won't get a boyfriend, right? It's just a blazer. Am I speedrunning the game right now? Maybe. I'm skipping the boring dialogue. Trust me, you'll thank me later. What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. There are so many better ways to respond. You could just take the hint. If I was really dumb, you could just drop a hint that we don't share Sayori's feelings, like honestly. It's quite obvious she has a crush on us, but just a blazer. Those hearts are so distracting. Why have you got... How did you even get a heart emoji in your username? I didn't even know that was possible. Why do you have those there anyways? Jeez. Well, anyway, just try to focus on waking up a little earlier. If you're focused on going to... Only a few folks are going to bed earlier. Same thing. Fine. It's a deal. To be fair, right? If the protagonist and Sayori slept together, they could probably fix two birds with one stone. Because then they'd both be sleeping at the same time. Ish, that's not actually how it works. I know from experience. Well, I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. This is like the bickering old married couple trope, but I'm not a fan. If they were nicer to each other, I would probably ship it, you know? Okay, everyone. Huh? Monica suddenly calls out. Monica's programmed to say, okay, everyone, exactly 38 minutes into class. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Matthew, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Imagine if you could just not write a poem. That would be an interesting route. You don't write poems, and you somehow get Monica. That'd be amazing. Or better yet, you get to date background arts. Scan. Rin is bullied by Matt. Matt's cancelled? What? What's Rin bullying me about? Huh? I don't even understand half the things you guys are saying. You're saying random words. Like coo, scram. What the fuck does that mean? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically plot their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. It's like music, because she plays piano. I wonder what else her fingers can do. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Now, who should I show my poem to first? When I first played this, I thought this is what mattered, because you don't get many choices in this game, but I don't think this actually changes anything. It doesn't, I don't think it actually changes anything, I'm not sure. But I don't know, it's kind of annoying that, like, like, I wish there were loads of more choices like this. I think it would make for a much better game with alternate endings, so I think it'd be fun. But the poem writing mechanic's pretty cool. I'm a disappointment, and I'm like Tom Hinnett, I speak fast and shite. Alright. We're saying British slang. I've never heard of any of this. Can't believe I don't know it. Am I ready? Am I British? Because I don't know any of this. But yeah, just in case it does matter. I love this sound. Hello, Angry Candy Cadet, welcome. I'm gonna pick Sayori. I'm gonna pick Sayori first. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. And she was a good friend, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so let's talk to Sayori. I've just realized I can also mouse click to progress, so I might do that actually, just because it's more comfortable than pressing buttons with my right hand. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Matthew! Huh? I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, I've just remembered something. We actually get to read the poems that they wrote. And that's actually really cool. I've forgotten about that, but we'll come back to it. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. The protagonists, Sayori, are just two dumbasses. They're just two dumbasses. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Matthew poem. And that makes it feel a little extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Yo, I don't even know what to say. Does anyone remember the cool Yuri meme? The cool Yuri? Sayori with the shades? Cool Yuri, do you remember that? Yeah, DJ. I don't think the people in chat are currently doing anything wrong. They're just being kind of incoherent. So. Ugh, man. 1 second, guys. I need to get a tissue. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm good. Buff Suki! Yeah! Guys, Buff Suki versus Buff Helpy, who would win in a fight? Buff Suki? Cool Yuri? I think Cool Yuri was a thing. And Monica had loads of memes. There was like a Sans Undertale Monica. Loads of Monica Sans crossovers for some reason. It's quite funny. Make one of your subscribers... Even if that was possible, what the fuck? How about no? It's in the bin anyway. Well, it's on the floor actually, because that's a recycle bin, but I'm gonna put it away. Just you. No. What was she saying? Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm just really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. The protag's really blunt. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but doesn't mean I break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Matthew. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, yeah? Yeah, definitely not selfish. Definitely not just here for the pussy, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a character, we were very invested in literature when we joined this club. We did it because we want to keep a promise and, enjoy literature and poetry. And we definitely didn't do it because we were interested in getting inside the pants of any of the 4 girls in this club. We definitely didn't do it out of, lust. That would... not in a million years. Never. No. Trying new things like this is for other people. That's something that only really good people do. I didn't read that properly. Whatever. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if she sees the full picture of my motive here. I'm not sure if she sees, the full picture. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you this out then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. And one of the things I love about this game is that the music changes depending on whose poem you're reading. You get to hear the music themed. It's the same song, but they change the arrangement and the words to, you know, the character's version. This is Sarah's version. It uses a ukulele and like a flute or something, or a recorder. But Natsuki and Yuri and Monica, they're different instruments. I think Monica is just piano, but yeah. Haven't been in chat for a month. Welcome back. Alright, thank you, Ren Ren. Good luck with your homework, buddy. Alright, don't stress yourself. Just do what you gotta do, alright? Take it easy. I don't know what to say about plush bears. The only one without excessive... Boob shading is not the only thing that determines someone's sex, alright? I'm just saying. Technically, the only thing that confirms they're actually girls is full of incredibly cute girls. Technically, right? I don't know, they're all traps. Plot twist. Who cares, whatever. But yeah, dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. The sleepy from my eyes. I'm just gonna read all this, but yeah. Yeah, you're welcome, Runen. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. What a great poem. Because with hindsight, I think I actually understand the deeper meaning of this. They all have deeper meanings, which aren't obvious, except for Natsuki, because she's basic. But, if it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. You know what eternal sleep is equivalent to, right? But Sayori gets up every day just because she appreciates the beauty of the sun and sunshine. And then she gets distracted by breakfast. ADHD moment. Is that even an ADHD moment? I think that's just a hashtag relatable moment, honestly. But yeah, there we go. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? Did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how shall I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip. See, Sayori's got her priorities. I would rather have breakfast than arrive to school on time. And so many times I've arrived to school on time without having a proper breakfast first. And I have regretted it. Because if you don't eat, like, breakfast, if you don't have all that nutrition and calories and, like, fiber and carbohydrates at the start of the day, you will be fucked for the rest of the day until you eat. And even then, I don't know. Because breakfast is the most important meal. You have to eat after you've been starving yourself for 8 hours or more when you've been asleep. But then, you know, people who don't have proper breakfast but also don't sleep many hours and haven't starved themselves. But yeah, no, jokes aside, like, you must have breakfast. Get out of here, there's a fly in here. Yep. But yeah, breakfast is the most important, so does that make me a trap? I don't want to talk about the, I have big halonga doongas and I'm a male. I'm so confused. I don't even want to... I'm not going to talk about people's body shape, especially not children from my chat. Okay. But yeah. Good lord. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. That's another thing. If you don't eat breakfast, it fucks up your mood, fucks up your energy. Your whole day gets derailed. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I know that the protagonist game would just sound bored, just like this the whole time. Never did public speaking in school. Sounds like a robot. Let's talk to Monica next. Just Monica. A little bit of Monica. Hi, Matthew. Having a good time so far? Good, glad to hear it. I didn't know my response. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. We never suggest anything, which sucks. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, keep that in mind. again, like, there is so much I would do differently if the game actually gave you the options, and it's so annoying, because this whole shit with Monica wouldn't happen if the game was actually made so that, you know, you could actually give her attention. I would much rather if you were able to give everyone attention, but you actually had to deal with consequences of making certain decisions, and if you actually could, like, go a Monica route, if there actually was a Monica route you could go and actually, like, get all of her things. Like, I think the game would actually be way better, because then it wouldn't be a case of, oh, this is all predetermined. You'd actually have to face the consequences of your actions, and I think that'd be way more interesting as a game. It'd be more like, Emily is Away, if any of you know that game. That was a good game. Kind of sucky, because there's only one ending despite what you do, which I don't like. I don't like the fatalistic kind of thing, but I like how you do actually have different dialogue options before that ending, depending on your choices. It wasn't that good, though. Even this is better. Just, Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. To be fair, that is in character. But there should have been more character development for the protagonist. It sucks. So many things I would have changed about this game, honestly. Even though I love it, it's a lot of things I would have improved. Yeah, exactly. That Minecraft story mode. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, to be honest. I guess I have to. Don't worry, Matthew. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. Everyone's just... hang on. Let me think of a good innuendo here. Yeah, I can't think of one. Yes, the next line was waiting for me. But it's that sort of barrier we'll all learn to get past soon, if you know what I mean. We'll all get past that barrier very soon, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Tell me, Monica, are you a virgin? If there's anyone in the club who isn't a virgin, it's Monica. I'm just saying. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sorts of things in common. I love how wise and smart and polite Monica is as well. It makes me all the more sad later in the game, even though she, you know, is the antagonist in some ways, and she does some questionable things, like... Monica deserved better, man. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when I'm reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. And that's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. Which is, ironically, unfortunately not going to be true, because I am going to do the routes one at a time. I'm going to go Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri. That's what I'm going to do. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased for their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Polite. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. I'm so sorry, Monica, but this is not my first playthrough, and I'm actually trying to get the side stories and stuff, so... Technically I am, but technically I'm also not, because I am going to be doing all of them anyways. So I've just realised I need to not overwrite my previous saves. Then again, I could just start a new game, right? I'm not sure, because that doesn't delete your previous saves. Yeah, okay, I could just start a new game. But anyway, so don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. I know you want to impress everyone, you sneaky little bitch. Impress me. Pick me. Pick me. There's a little bit of a jealous undertone there. Green with envy, guys. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be good. Can we talk about how robotic our arms are as well? Very confident, guys. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. It doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. Fake it till you make it, boys. Well, let's read it then. What did I say? I missed the thing there. I missed the dialogue. I skipped one. I see. But anyway, here we go. We've got the beautiful piano arrangement. Hole in a hole. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the sparkle... I think it's a sparkle. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbour? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see! I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with the permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. And I think we all know what that's about. That could be taken quite literally, because the game is 2D. But it could also just be, you know, being trapped in some way. Being trapped, you know, inside, you know, your situation, your feelings, or whatever. And the person looking in is the protagonist. Now, I think they've changed it, so you have to press enter to continue some clicking, and it's not doing anything. Space works, though. Okay, cool, that's good, because in my first playthrough of this, I often clicked stuff by accident and skipped it, although by that point I'd already read all the poems once or twice, so... So, what do you think? It's very freeform, that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. I'm going to try and read these poems to get the better effect. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. I am so sorry. I know. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem, or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. I'm not sure if that has a deeper meaning. But it's basically like, you know, don't stand still in life. Genuinely good advice. Interesting phrase as well. Very thematically on point. Thanks for listening. See, stuff like that really makes up for the cringy dialogue. Especially on a, you know, when it's not your first play, because you get such deep insights to the characters and these ideas. It's beautiful. Alright, let's go Natsuki next, and then Yuri last. Sorry, Yuri. ... Alright, lovely seeing you. Bye-bye. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. We're the blunt one. When you said ink, I think of Bendy. Dude, I've seen so many crossovers of, like, unofficial, like, DDLC, like, fan art and animation stuff with Bendy, FNAF, good stuff. I hope we can come back to those days, because I kind of miss DDLC. Now that I'm back here, I'm not just being nostalgic, but, like, I missed this, man. Well, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad, it just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? We deserve a smack after what we said to Sayori. So, I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. The music on this one never gets old. The fact there's a fucking recorder in the mix. This genuinely looks like something written by a 10-year-old. However, it's actually a pretty clever poem. It's actually a really clever poem when you look at it closely. Like, it's a really good... It's really... Let me just read it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Pretty good poem. I honestly really like this one. Very good use of rhyme and rhythm, but also just like twist ending. It's very simple, but it's all it needs. It makes a very good point. Yeah, Yeah, don't worry, Plushbot, I know. I won't start Act 2 before going back, because I know if you start Act 2, you can't go back. I know. Don't worry. I've played this before, I remember. Yeah, I told you I wasn't gonna like it. I like it. I genuinely do like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am.
Why are you so
Oh wait, sorry, wrong voice. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well,
that's not a voice. Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. Excuse me. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. And now he's suddenly very polite. So inconsistent. I wish the protagonist was written better. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that I put some more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. See? This is why Natsuki's secretly the best poem writer in the club. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humour her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. I think it's pretty important that the characters in this game are over 18, given the fan base. But, no. But I don't really care how everyone is. But if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Exactly. It's such a shame, because when you go certain routes, Natsuki just despises you. It's awful. That's also Yuri. How you doing, gorgeous? Right. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. It's just 20 words. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. That's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Hold. Steady. Guys, Yuri just needs a little bit of time to put her thoughts into words, okay? Okay, just give her a minute. She'll put her thoughts into words. Just a moment. You know what? While I'm waiting for her to put her thoughts into the words, I'm just gonna charge my phone, and I'm gonna put this. Apparently needs to go. And refill it. Just give Yuri a minute to put her thoughts into words. I'll be right back. Hey fellas, I'm back. Just need to dry my hands. In case you couldn't tell, that was my subtle way of having a toilet break. So just a second and we'll be right into the game. Sorry to keep you waiting. I feel like I put too much pressure on myself to have like, be quick, like waiting screens and stuff. But that's why I have stuff there, like, you know, if you're getting bored waiting, tidy up, read the description or hydrate or something. Alright. Is Yuri ready yet? I'm not sure. Yuri, you ready? Hold on, she needs another moment, guys. She's almost there, she says. Yeah, it's very bubbly. Yeah, it's good music. Yeah, I'm glad you agree, DJ. The soundtrack for this game's great. It's like Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator. It's very well themed. There's a decent variety, because some of the songs aren't quite the same vibe. And there's also loads of new tracks, apparently, so I'm looking forward to those. But yeah, okay. Yuri's ready. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. Oh my god, that's amazing! Dude, actually pausing and taking a break was the perfect time. It's been several minutes, we haven't really got anywhere. In this time, I was able to go downstairs, go outside and enjoy the sunlight for a bit because it's nice and sunny out there right now. I was able to go talk to my bro for a moment. You know, I went to go pee, washed my hands, refilled my drink, went back up here. I talked about all. Goddamn, man. Yeah, it's been several minutes. I haven't really gotten anywhere. I haven't. My net movement has been 0. I'm in the same chair. Matt's gone mega simp. He's talking to a picture on the screen. Yeah, man. Anyone who talks to 2D girls is probably a simp. I'm just gonna accept my fate that because the pro tag in this game is a simp, I am by default a simp only when playing this game, but always when playing this game. And so is everybody else. So. Ooh, Livy would add an avatar for the player. How would that work, though? Would it be like a third-person perspective? I've seen fan art of what people think the pro tag could look like, because we do get a brief look at him. It's interesting. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognise in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to make a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds a train of thought, it's as if her demeanour totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. If I didn't know my anime tropes... Not that I really do know them, but if I didn't know that this was an anime parody, I'd say she was bipolar. But no, she doesn't have confidence. Social outcast. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Excuse me. God. Like a third-person perspective, that'd be good. Yuri's calling us out. Yeah. Simp by association. We're all simping by association just by watching this. Anyone who's even heard of DDLC is simp by association. But yeah. Interesting, DJ is giving his thoughts on the game, because DJ's new here. Alright. Yeah. Biased? Based? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Trash Natsuki. Go on, bitch. Do it. Do it. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, me, or Natsuki. They have a bit of a feud, but their ending is quite funny. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Oh, please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. That's the first time we've seen that sprite. Her eyelids do this curvy thing. It's iconic. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Mayhaps it is. Which itself was kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. It's been a few minutes since Matt... not sense. It's been a few minutes since Matt said a sex joke. Is something wrong, Matt? Cock and ball torture. Penis. Vagina. I'm sorry. I haven't made a sex joke in a little bit. I just need time, guys. You gotta let the sex jokes come out naturally. You gotta go with the flow, alright? That's what she said. I'll get that. It's just that I've not been feeling it right now. I've got to make it work. Alright, don't worry. I'm fine. Just for these streams, I will be super inappropriate. It's all good. Okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I don't know how this is relevant to Yuri in the situation of DDLC. I'm not that smart, I'm not a poem expert, but it's about being stuck in the past. She feels like she's a ghost. She feels like she's been left behind by society, by everyone. She's been left behind and forgotten. And she takes comfort in the few things left behind from the past. She probably misses her childhood or something. I'm not sure. There we go. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. I'm illiterate, alright? I speak only 2 languages. English and sex. Is that any good? Do you guys feel comfortable with the amount of inappropriate content now? I hope I'm meeting the quota, alright? I can't. Well, I just don't read scripted very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Like you. You are like, what's the flower that everyone compares Yuri to? Yes. Quote me on that, guys. Someone clip it. What's the flower that everyone compares Yuri to? Lavender. You are pretty like you. Something. My sweet lavender. I don't know. Oh, that's a relief. It's not the only relief you'll be getting. All right, enough. Also, I like the poem. Just to be clear, as well as being in this, for your flesh, if you know what I mean. I also thought the poem was actually quite good. It was a nice bonus. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. Oh, I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. That's a warning that Yuri's poems get pretty long later on, but, it has to be. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo-hoo. Hoo-hoo? Is that a laugh? I'm guessing it's some kind of laugh. I don't even know why. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Matthew. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all, even though you spent quite a few minutes reading it. I should have just sat there for a few minutes, just... See, Matt says enough, in a few seconds he's going to continue, yeah. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only symbolically being compared to a ghost, lingering in a last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Yep. That's exactly it. Yeah, it's just obvious because it's always metaphorical with the earth. And soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Oh, it's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Woo! We did it. We've read all the poems. Okay. Phew, I guess that's everybody. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Not my writing ability, my ability to... Boy, trust me, if these girls could see my ability to write, oh, they'd be in for a shocker. Ho ho ho, man. But if I can't impress them with my writing, I'm never going to be able to show them my writing skills. Oh, no, what are we going to do? I've got to show them my writing skills, guys, My writing skills may be mediocre, but my writing skills are above average. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. But when I'm done with them, they're gonna struggle to stand up, if you know what I mean. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, I tell you what, guys. Literature club harem. Let's make it happen. That might be too far. I recently played a game which reminded me of this because it was also somewhat a dating sim. It was primarily a puzzle game though, and it's called Helltaker. It's quite good. Lots of anime girls. Not really a reason I was interested in it, to be honest. But I can't remember how I found it. I think someone played it on YouTube. Rename this series to Matt Wants a Fivesome. If you can learn to, you know, speak English properly and format your sentences and grammar correctly, maybe. Just saying, dude. It's kind of embarrassing, but there's no apostrophe there. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. God damn. What a beautiful pair of... fill in the blank. I mean, there are two of them, so that could be something a bit more innocent. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the just one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? Oh, I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all? Oh, man, these characters. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Matthew did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless I come across some bally interestingly, particularly inspiring writing. Man, what's a fivesome? No! Don't worry, Livy, there's no one there. I'll check. Hello? Okay. The only one outside my room is my sleep paralysis demon, and, you know, sometimes we sleep together, so it's all cool. They understand it's just a game. They're not jealous at all, definitely. Hey, honey, listen. It's fine, alright? You want to come in, or? Up to you, alright, but I've got to shut the door. Okay. Anyway. Which I haven't yet. And Matthew liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, here we go. Guys, drama alert. Fight's about to go down. This is where everyone gets in the crowd and starts chanting until the teacher comes and breaks it up. And we're gonna get there. But it's called Poem Panic, this song. Hold on. Oh. I didn't realise you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Dude. Just pretend the music instead was like Giorno's theme or something. That's not what I... Also, moderators, please show these messages because that's hilarious. I actually thought someone opened the door. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Matthew appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to do everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one... Oh! I don't want to read that out now. God damn. The door keeps opening. Alright, come on. Sit down, enjoy the Dokis, alright? Or don't. Do I really want to read that out loud? I just feel uncomfortable, man. Natsuki! Good lord! As I'll have you know that they've actually grown 2 sizes bigger since Matthew showed up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys! Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing here. Matthew, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. And that's the thing that the game asks the player. It's really obvious second time, but first time it's completely shrouded in mystery. The whole meaning of this game, all the foreshadowing. First time playing is like Yuri, second time playing is like Natsuki. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Help me explain that to her, Matthew. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Matthew? Well? How did I get dragged into this into the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's going to be... You guys already know. Let me check my history. I'm trying to think objectively here. Okay, you can't go further back, unfortunately. But, who started this? Natsuki made a comment, and then she was like, nah, nothing. I hate it when people do that. And then Yuri called Natsuki's poem cute. The thing is, right, the game wants you to think that Natsuki's the one who's starting it and is being mean. But I think Yuri's actually probably the one to blame here. I'm going to pick Sayori, though, because I'm trying to do the Sayori route. So I'm going to be unbiased. Help me, Sayori. What? No, wait. I picked the right one, didn't I? Wait. No, I picked the right one. I'm going to speak to him. Good. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words out of my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri! But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? And now we're gonna get the reconciliation guitar music, not the electric, the acoustic guitar music. I forget what it's called, but it's coming. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings while conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she is being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to... I feel like this isn't the first time these guys have had this. This is not the first time these two have been arguing. This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Oh man, I'm gonna wear out my voice reading out all these shouty lines. There it is! I forget what this one's called. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Yeah, baby. I'm just going to start saying every word in the sentence. B of the letter B. Boggers binted. Berber bing but bettis. Ba 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 ba. Boobs. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. Isn't it weird how Monica's been completely out of this despite being the club leader? You think she'd step in pretty quickly, but she briefly came in for a moment. She was looking a bit surprised. But right now, she didn't even step in, didn't even bother. Oh, plush bear, you're just jealous. You're just jealous. Come on, Yuri's got a lovely pair of tits. They all do. Except Natsuki, I guess. I mean, size matters not, as the wise Master Yoda once said, alright? It's perfectly valid to respect a woman's breasts, regardless of size or shape. I don't know. I don't know that much about it. I want to go into detail. Bit awkward. I'll make some tea. Yuri brushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is my serious vice president. Where the fuck were you when these guys started fighting? You're supposed to be in charge. Not being very responsible, are you? But that's because you know. That's because you know all this is meaningless. Your entire world is nothing but a two-dimensional plane of predetermined parts and cringy anime tropes. And it's very sad. Very, very sad. I was correcting myself, alright? You can't have something nice if you don't have it in the first place, is what I'm saying. I guess. I whispered to Monica. 7 p.m. my bedroom. I whispered to Monica. Wait, what did I whisper? She nods in return. Oh, I whispered. Sayori's vice president. Come on, lean a little closer. Lean a little closer. I'll give you a smooch on the cheek. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organise things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to... Okay, so now we're getting addressed. Okay, so now that's why it's addressed. And that's interesting. Character flaws are interesting. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess it just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? I could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes 2 of us. Matt should be a factor in the age ratings for games. Yeah, if I'm in the game, the age rating is automatically 17 plus mature. The thing is, right, guys, I'm normally not like this in streams, but I'm doing it for DDLC because I don't want people who aren't old enough for this watching it, so I'm kind of, you know, edging the inappropriate content so that children click off this. It's very deliberate. Hello.
Hey, bro. I can't believe what I'm here to ask about.
McDonald's? McDonald's, 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 McDonald's.
Shall I leave or?
Yeah, sure. McDonald's, McDonald's, McDonald's. Yeah, sure, we'll do. I'll see you, bro. By the way, bro, my strategy, right, playing this game, to make sure that people who aren't old enough to watch it, you know, don't click on my stream as much, is to be as inappropriate as possible the whole way through. You should come watch.
Again, I'm 18 now.
That's what she said. Man, I'm having a blast.
You're disgusting, which is also what she said, but on that note...
Hey! Nice, put it there, bro. Alright, I'll be on the WhatsApp group chat. See ya.
Yeah, have fun. Not too much fun, though.
I won't. Bro, they're drawings.
Yeah, I am.
That's it.
I fucking hate you.
Not too much fun. Good morning. Welcome to Doki Doki Catholic Club. We're going to worship God today and be very polite. We're going to be very clean. We're going to atone for our sins and not commit any sins. We're gonna... What did you say? We're gonna leave space for Jesus. Jesus is gonna sit in my chair. Jesus, welcome. Today we are going to be not committing sins in this wonderfully wholesome little game. Is she gone? Bro? Tasha? Alright, good, let's go. Fuck the Dokis. Let's go. Any percent speedrun. Pregnancy speedrun, let's go. Who am I kidding? Use protection, guys. Be smart. But, ejaculation percent speedrun. No, because it doesn't count unless you're inside someone. Okay, let's just move one. Hello, Phobonics. Thank you for joining. Dude. Oh, Plush Bear, you've called it. You've called it. Matt should be a fan. Yeah, okay. Welcome, Phobonics. I almost just muted somebody. Amen, brother. Amen. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Then I start feeling sick, and then I gurgle and explode with vomit everywhere, and she uses her witch voodoo magic to turn my organs inside out and tear me to shreds. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to torture her a little more. Loads of foreshadowing, loads of meta comments on it. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. You gotta get the Monica. I can't do it because, like, I need loads of space. My eyes, whatever. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Matthew, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. You think I'm here for poems? I'm here for cupcakes and girls. Not a bad reason, but definitely not the best. I think to myself, did I learn a little more about the kinds of poems that everyone likes? With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I'm gonna bite my lip now. Apparently this is attractive to some people. If I'm not careful, I'm gonna cut myself. Is it? Or is it? I nod to myself with newfound determination. Hey Sayori, look at my lips. Hey, are you turned on yet? Oh boy. Matthew! Ready to walk home? Oh yeah. It's what we do when we get home that I'm looking forward to. Sure, let's go. I want you to say that double time when I'm... Okay, no, I can't. That's too far. We're not there yet. Alright? Man, it's so nice and sunny outside. Sayori beams at me. Do you guys remember that meme? Sayori beams me, and then it's just Sayori adds the sunshine from a poem. I like Teletubbies. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. My pee-pee's doing some weird things right now. It's doing some acrobatics. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm having a good time. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really just the first time I've seen them in a fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Matthew, it's really nice to get to spend time with you in the club. I think seeing you get along with everyone's what makes you the happiest. Should I skip over this part? I feel like I should. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's it. Every day is going to be so much fun. Oh, it is. No, it isn't. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. I can only clap one pair of ass cheeks, at a time. And I've got 4 to choose from here. More like 3.5. But, sorry, Sayori, but we'll work it out. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Oh, man. If someone saw this out of context, and they only met me via these streams, they'd probably think I was some kind of pervert. My girlfriend calls me a pervert sometimes. I'm not really sure why. I don't even have any kinks. At least not that I'm aware of. God damn. Frosting is something sweeter. God damn. God, I said to change my life for a amazing out of context moment for the Master Miss meme collection. Clipping this entire stream. Yeah, just re-upload the entire stream. Guys, I clipped the funny moment. It's just the entire, 2.5 hour long stream. That would be so funny. But seriously, guys, if you want stuff to be uploaded to the Mr. Matt's Hydrated Highlights or Master Miss, please let me know. Clip it, send it to me, or send it to Ethan on Discord or wherever, because I'm not going to be clipping anything myself. I do sometimes clip stuff if I really want to, but I can't be bothered to clip anything specific. So if you want to clip something, you've got to do it yourself. No one else is going to do it for you, alright? Unless I say I will, which I sometimes do. If it's like a speedrun. Anyway. Well, I'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I slide my hand down her waistline. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Here we go, writing poems again. Now, let's just... Low battery? Okay, these are a bit all over the place. That's a new save. Guys, my headphones just said low battery. That could be a problem. I'm gonna exit DDLC and return to the desktop really quick. We've unlocked a side story, guys. We've unlocked a side story. There are 6 of these. I don't know how long or short they are. Probably about 1 day's worth. It's finally here. Okay, so this is what's going to happen, guys. We're going to come back and write the next poem at the start of next stream. I want to have like a kind of routine like we do in game. Write a poem at the start of each stream. We're going to spend the rest of the stream on the side story and the other elements, okay? Oh, that's hot. All right. Also, there's some new unlocks. We've got loads of new music because we've listened to all of this. So, like, Play With Me, Poem Panic, and Daijubu. These were here before, by the way. I'm going to let these play through because we didn't listen to them before. But there's actually singers on these ones. Candy Hearts and Dear Sunshine are brand new. But yeah, we've unlocked pretty much almost the entire original soundtrack. We've unlocked most of it. We've got some new pictures as well. What do we got? Oh, you unlock poems? Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monika's first poems. Oh, that's so cool. So you can go back and reread the poems. I like that. Acquisition procedure. Write a poem for Sayori. So this is... Oh, I can go, like, full screen as well. Dude, this is covering my whole screen right now. There's nothing else on it. No HUD or anything. That's cool. So you can, like, really immerse yourself and just go, like, full screen. Dude... It says acquisition procedure. I've seen this come up a few times, and it's written in grey rather than white. Everything's usually written in white, but this has got grey on it, which is a little bit unusual. Also, we unlocked something else. A sketch of Sayori's initial character design drawn by David Evelyn. Acquisition procedure. In Act 1, call Sayori for help during Natsuki and Yuri's argument. So that's how you unlock this. You've got to do certain actions to unlock these. To acquire these, you've got to follow procedures. And, like, that's so interesting that we've got this white text, we've got this weird grey text with acquisition procedure in brackets. But yeah, let's set that as a, naturally. Let's set, I don't know. Let's set, I'm just going to keep changing it. I like looking at this, the prototype art. I think this is the most interesting. Wow. So weird. Okay, so there's 2 parts. The side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the events of the main game. To get all 6 side stories, try writing poems for different characters and viewing their special scenes in DDLC. So there's 2 parts to a story called Trust, which is apparently going to feature Monika and Sayori, perhaps just Monika and Sayori. I'm excited for this, dudes. Let's go. Let's begin the first side story. I'm really excited for this. So, is this one even going to include the protagonist? Or are we going to be playing as one of them? Or just seeing from a third-person perspective? This is going to be different. I haven't even thought about the logistics. New location! New location! This is some other part of the school. There's like a vending machine, a staircase, and then that's the literature club classroom. Ooh, this is getting interesting. I'm kind of scared. It's something's going to pop out. Okay. I was expecting something to pop out. I thought it would be something scarier. And listen, guys, brand new music. Brand new music. I am so excited for this. Okay, everyone. The classic signature. So, is this like going to be like a third person? Like, are we seeing the club before protagonist joined? The literature club is starting. Let's all have a seat and take attendance, okay? Ugh, I miss debate club. Who knew it would be so difficult to start a new club? I feel worse with every day that passes without anyone coming in. I'm really starting to lose confidence. Oh, that's sad. I think I know this. So we're in third person right now. Monika is the only member of the literature club, so we still got the narration. Monika is the only member of the literature club. In the days that have passed, all her efforts to recruit new members have been fruitless. Am I going about... So we're getting a monologue. Am I going about this wrong? Monika glances at one of her flyers. The headline is, "Do you like literature?" Maybe nobody is into literature and they'll have to pick it over their other club interests. I mean, literature's like the most boring club you could probably think of. There's probably a few worse ones, but it was an interesting choice. Like, Team Salvato, they could have made this game about anything. They could have made it about like a maths club or a science club of some kind, like, you know, biology, chemistry. They could have made a history or geography club, humanities club, debate club, but they chose literature. They chose literature of all things, which is fascinating. You've seen part of the Yuri and Sayori story. I don't know which one that is. Don't spoil that thing, but I know what you're referring to because the screenshot was advertised. Man, Angry Candy is almost 100% of the game. There's an achievement for the data collection, like 100%, yeah, data collection. Anyway. I just can't rely on people liking literature. I need to sell them a vision. I need to sell them on a vision. A vision? What kind of vision? Monica rests her hand on her desk, deep in thought. But before she realizes it, the recent nights of staying up too late start to catch up with her. It's so quiet, and the noise of the air conditioner is soothing. Honestly, that's a vibe. You saw Raz play it. Nice. God, imagine how horny Raz would have been on his videos. You think I'm bad? He would have said some... He's like always flirty. If he's a sim, he's always flirty. It's ridiculous. Hello? I think I know who this is. Hey, here we go. So is this how they met for the first time? Suddenly, a voice causes Monica to snap awake. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I never do this. Is this the napping club? Dude, we're getting all like the origins of all these little like callbacks. That's so interesting. I love the continuity, and I need to shut my door because it keeps opening. No, this is... Monica pauses, suddenly embarrassed to admit that this is, in fact, the literature club. This is the literature club. Yay! I thought I got it wrong for a sec. I'm super sorry. It was like, so unprofessional of me to do that. Don't apologize. I do that all the time. Oh, did I miss the club meeting? Where is everybody? Well, about that. This is everybody. Really? Just you? But we're getting more members. I'm working really hard on it. Hold on a sec. If it's just you, that means I get to be vice president. I'm vice president, I decided. This is not how, like... You don't realise, till you think about it, that this is actually makes perfect sense of how it would have happened. Wait, vice president? What's your qualifications? Well, I'm better at napping than you. Maybe I should be president. Now you're just making fun of me. Oh, I'm sorry. What was your name? Sayori. Okay, Sayori. I've been trying really, really hard on this club. I know you caught me at a weird time, but it's really disheartening not to be taken seriously, you know? Again, that's a reused line from Natsuki. There's so many callbacks and references. I love it. I care so much about this. I just want to find other people who do too. Fucking mood. Me trying to find friends. Be like, oh no, I'm so sorry. I do care, I promise. I have a hard time being serious, that's all. I didn't mean for it to hurt you. And I was joking about the vice president thing too. I would make a terrible vice president. I mean, I'm sure that Monica tries to say something reassuring, but it's difficult when she still doesn't know much about Sayori. I'm sorry that this isn't like a real club yet. Would you still be interested in joining after I found a few more members at least? Well, no. I want to join now. Really? Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. Besides, I can tell how hard you've been working. You're doing something amazing and you should be proud of it, you know? So let me help you turn something stressful into something fun. If nothing else, I'm good at that, so... Honestly, how could I possibly say no to that? That's really sweet of you, Sayori. Oh, I'm Monica, by the way. Monica! That's such a cool name! Oh, now you're just trying to cheer me up. But you're smiling. Well, I didn't say it didn't work. Monica glances at the flyer on her desk and realizes that her name is already written on it. So, what do we do first? Well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it? We can go home and try to come up with some new ideas to recruit club members. I can do that. Cool. And I think I need to put some more thought into my vision for the club. You know, like a mission. My mission is to make everyone happy. Haha. Yeah, something like that. I need to think about it. Hey, do you like... God, Sayori's just a little fuzzball. Hey, do you like hugs? Hey, do you like hugs? I guess so. Sayori suddenly pulls Monica into a friendly hug, then pins her against the wall. Then let's go. Some people can just really use a hug sometimes. Besides, Sayori whispers loudly, hug energy is what keeps me at my best. Alright, I don't even understand. Okay, and my headphones have run out of battery. My headphones have run out of battery. I forgot to charge these things. Guys, I might turn the game down because you're now going to be hearing it through the speakers, and it's not going to sound very good, is it? Where's my, here we go. Oh, man. I'm really sorry, guys. There's nothing I can do. I'm going to have to plug these back in and charge them. Plush Bear, I think that's a good analysis. I think you're spot on. I think that's spot on. I think Sayori would deliberately drop the Oreo and then drink it. Yeah, the audio doesn't sound very good now, does it, guys? I think I can manage if I turn down my desktop audio. I think that... Does that sound good? The desktop audio is actually muted right now. Hang on. The desktop audio is not playing at all. Oh! No, it cut out when the headphones went there. If I just keep the desktop muted, actually, then you'll only hear it through the speakers. It won't sound as good, but it will be better than hearing it doubled and overlapping. So I'm just going to keep going, alright? The headphones will charge relatively quickly, so I'll probably have them back on by the end of the stream. How long have we been going anyways? It feels like it's been a long time, yeah. We're about to hit the 2-hour mark, so I think I'm going to end this soon. I'm going to finish part 1, I think, and I'll come back to part 2 tomorrow. This is like the second or third time, DJ. Anyway. Hug energy? Monica laughs. Although Sayori is very different from her, Monica feels her spirits lifted. Maybe it's just because she finally found another club member, but... Well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow then. It'll be fun. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to think really hard tonight about how to get... Now, I'm kind of curious now if this is how it started, which makes sense. How did they get the other two? I think that's what the side stories are going to cover, like the formation of the literature club, how these characters actually met each other for the first time ever. It's going to be very interesting. Anyway. Yeah, me too. There's something weird I want to point out, though. Like, the thing is, right, if the main protagonist isn't even in these stories, are there even going to be any horror elements? Or, like, how is the meta stuff going to work if the protagonist isn't even there yet? Because it's set outside the main timeline. I think it's possible that these side stories are more focused on trying to, like, tell morals and lessons rather than actually being the twist horror. I'm not sure. Because I don't see how the meta stuff is going to work. I'm just going to experience it. I'll judge it after I've seen it, because I'm a little confused now. It's going to be quite different. A day passes, and the time comes for the literature club, Monica and Sayori, to reconvene. As president, Monica endures she's the first to arrive to the clubroom, but she finds herself waiting longer than expected for Sayori. It's been 10 minutes already. God, 10 minutes! Such a long time! God, 10 minutes! 10 minutes is nothing. Listen, buddy, I have been in classes, clubs, and after-school homework classes, and, 15 minutes is a short time for somebody to be late, okay? You usually expect 30. Maybe Sayori changed her mind about joining. No, that can't be. She was so excited yesterday. Yeah, she's just having problems sleeping. But I'm getting kind of worried. Suddenly, Sayori comes bounding through the door. In her hand, she's holding a sheet of paper. Sorry I'm late. I'm here. It's okay. Welcome back. And Sayori spins over to Monica and deposits the sheet on Monica's desk. Oh, what's this? Ooh! So Sayori wrote a poem way back when. Are they going to be poems? Because the whole poem writing thing, it didn't seem like it was, like, thought up until the bit we saw earlier where Trans joined for the first time. I think canonically, though, there is no canon. Like, these are just stories which could fit into a version of the story where it's all, like, connected, but... Yeah, I don't think... I don't know, it's weird. Let's just read it. Take my hand. Take my hand, take me forward. Take me to your dreamland. Caution me to watch my step, so I can't look back at my footprints. Climb the stairs ahead of me while I look up to you. The more I look forward, the more I look up. The more I can lend to you. If you can trust me to follow your pace, I'll trust you to set it. If you can trust me to lend you a smile, I'll trust you to return it. Take my hand, take me forward, take me to your dreamland. So... Caution me to watch my step, so I can't look back at my footprints. That doesn't make sense to me. But this is about being led. I think this is Sayori trying to write a poem to Monica to say to her, lead me. The more I look forward, the more I look up, the more I can lend to you. If you trust me to follow your pace, I can trust you to set it. If you trust me in Benja's Toss, mutual trust. Nice poem. Hey, this is really good. You wrote this, Sayori? Of course. I definitely didn't steal it from, poem.com. MatPat's definitely gonna have new theories on this soon. I'm probably not gonna read them for a while, but watch them for because I wanna play the 100% of the game. Because this is actually one of the few games I feel like I am going to be able to 100% quite easily, but yeah. Wait, no! That's the that's the wrong side of the paper! Oh, that explains everything. Oh, that's so funny. Wait, no, that's the wrong side of the paper. Huh? I wasn't ready to share that yet, I'm so embarrassed. Monica flips over the paper. Written on the other side is a list of ideas for recruiting new club members. Oh, so this is what you meant to show me. But I'm curious now, do you write poetry often? I do, but I'm sure I'm not anywhere near as good at it as you are. Really? I'm actually terrible at writing poetry. I've never written anything I was happy with. Like, I always read it again a week after I write it, and I'm like, wow, this is so stupid. I don't know, it's like the dramatic version of me doesn't agree with the person I want myself to be, or something like that. Aw, you should have more confidence in yourself. You're the literature club president. I guess you're not wrong there. I need to, like, set a good example or whatever. You know, I can envision the club doing something like that. Doing what? You know, like sharing poems we write and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, I would love that. It's such a good way to learn about other people, you know? It's like, we have so many emotions that we can't express to other people, usually. But you can when it's in a poem, right? Wow, this is so subtle. Usually this game's very subtle, and then it just comes up with that. Fair enough. Yeah, I think that's helping me form a more cohesive vision for this club. So I'm glad you showed me. Well, even though it was by accident. Me too. I felt embarrassed at first, but now it just feels kind of good that someone else read it. I'll try and show you more of them in future. I'd love that. Oh geez, I'm getting distracted. Do you want to go over this recruitment brainstorm together? My brainstormed so hard! I'm not even going to make inappropriate jokes right now. This is wholesome. This is cool. I'm glad these two get along, because they, well, if you've seen the original. It was like a brain hurricane. My brain is a natural My brain is a natural disaster. Sayori, that's terrible. Anyways, let's take a look at the list. Make cupcakes. I was hungry, but it's a good idea, isn't it? Let me think about this. I mean, when would we have the chance to give people cupcakes? You know, like when they come into the club. What if we said we had free cupcakes on the flyers? I'm kind of worried that we would bring in the wrong kinds of people, you know? People like the fucking protagonist. Definitely the wrong kind of guy. Wrong kinds? People would come just for the cupcakes and then leave. Aw, nobody would do that. That would be mean. But you know, I want to find people who are really into literature, even if they don't know it yet. Let's see, the next thing on the list. Hunt for people reading books. I don't think I get it. Like, going around the school, finding people who are reading books, you know. They're gonna search the library, and that's how they're gonna find Yuri, calling it now. Like, in the morning, or during lunch. And we tell them to check out the literature club. Well, the problem with that is, like, wouldn't most people reading books just be doing it for an assignment or something? How would we know if they're just reading for fun? Well, we could ask. I mean, just look at what they're reading. It's pretty easy to tell when someone's reading a textbook and when someone's reading a novel, you know, for enjoyment. Go to the library rather than, like, the study area, or if the library is a study area, go to the part of the library with the comfy chairs where people just sit back, relax, and read a novel, and ask those people. That's not a hard distinction to make. But then we'd be bothering people who are trying to do schoolwork. I didn't think about that part, I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologise. You'll come up with a lot more things than I can. Oh, your next idea is to hand out flyers rather than just put them up on the wall. I'd definitely like to start doing that. I'm useful! You keep telling yourself that, Sayori. You keep telling yourself that. No, she is useful. She's definitely very useful. Man, we live in a society. Haha, I never said you weren't. I just need to think, what would we tell people when handing them out? I don't want to just be like, join the literature club. Let's figure out how we can better engage people. What if you told them about the club activities and stuff? What club activities? Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be my job to come up with that, right? A vision for the club. Okay, Sayori, pretend you're... Pretend you're a normal person for a second. Pretend you're not some anime child. She's not a child, but I get child vibe from her, right? She's childish. Pretend you're a normal person for a second. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. It's okay. I'm neurodivergent.
I have depression. That's normal.
You know, like a random passerby who's getting a fly. How would you react to the idea of a literature club? Probably like, literature is stupid. I'm joining the anime club. I love this. They're just ripping into the people who played the original for being weeps. Shame the weeps. Let's go. That's me. That's me, Useful Dave. Can you imagine Dave in the literature club? Why, hello there, old sport. You're quite an attractive young woman. Care to murder some children with me? He'd probably like fuck around with a spring-look suit. Dave would just, I don't know what he'd do, man. It'd be so chaotic if he came to the literature club. What kind of stupid school club is this? Oh, nice. What the heck? Sorry, I was just thinking of a friend of mine. Ooh, okay, interesting. Again, how long is this before DDLC? Probably months at most. Just like a couple months at most. Weeks. Just weeks. Okay, what if I said that we, like, do group reading and discuss it together? I would probably nap through that. That's you, Sayori. Yeah, but that doesn't really sound fun to most people anyway. We need to really catch their interest, you know? Ugh, this sucks. Why is this so hard? Monica, don't be sad. What do you like about literature, Sayori? Me? Well, kind of what I said about the poem earlier. I think it gives you the chance to express yourself. Like, express yourself in ways you can't normally do when you're just doing your normal day and talking to your friends. I mean, we all have so many thoughts and feelings that we just don't get to share, you know? It's like intimate. Is it now? It is. Yeah. How do we get that across to people? We could be like, express your true self. Be intimate with us. Oh, Sayori. She doesn't realise I just feel Matt's fart. Yep. Be intimate. Be intimate with us. Alright. Be intimate with the girls. Okay, that's kind of... I'm just kidding. This isn't a dating club. Definitely. I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. What? What is it? I forgot all of my things in my classroom. I must have gotten too excited and rushed here. Silly me. Rushed? But we weren't. Ah, never mind. Do you want to get your stuff then? I'll forget if I don't do it now. Well, I'll wait for you then. Okay, it'll only take a second. Sayori dashes out of the room, leaving Monica momentarily alone. This has been written for the plot so Monica can have a little monologue and hide something from Sayori. Monica sighs and starts jotting her thoughts on a sheet of paper. Express yourself. Be who you want to be. Make new friends. Discover a new you. Discover your heart. No. Write your heart out. No. Write into your heart? Write the way into your heart. There it is! There it is! That's actually quite a popular song lyric. That's turned up in a few DDLC fan songs. That was in... I mean, that was in the official Your Reality song, but also, as well as the cover of that, it was in, I think it was a Stupendium? I can't remember. Hello, SBR, welcome. Join the literature club. Write the way into your heart. Wow, that's lame. She's like, wow, that's lame. Monica! Ah, you startled me. Sorry, but it's something important. On the way to my classroom, there was a girl. Guys! A girl who likes FNAF? Zooey mama! There was a girl reading a book. Reading a book? Let's hurry and recruit her. Wait, are you sure she's not just doing homework? I could tell she was really into it. She had a dildo. The book was called 50 Shades of Grey. Well, I guess we could take a look. Damn, this early? I didn't think it would happen this early. The second day Sayori joins the club, she's already found Yuri. There's no way this is that. It's gotta be Yuri. Monica grabs one of her flyers and stands up from her desk. Then the two depart the classroom with Sayori leading the way. That's ironic. Sayori is leading the way, even though she wrote the poem about following. Dude, the irony. That's fascinating, because Sayori has such a drive to make others feel happy. She goes to the extra effort with stuff at the literature club, which actually, in a way, makes her the real leader. Because Monica's very pragmatic, and she's kind of she's just trying to do the best, but it's kind of struggling on her own. Interesting character dynamic. This way, you don't have to run. Sayori leads Monica over to a particular classroom, then lowers her voice to a whisper. See, in here. Monica peers through the window. Sure enough, there's a girl sitting alone, intently reading a book. I feel like a creep doing this. You should go inside and talk to her. Me? You're the president, and I would probably scare her away. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Monica takes a deep breath, then timidly enters the classroom. So this is how Monica meets Yuri. Right? No? That was fast. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Why? What happened? Well, I entered the classroom and she didn't even look up from her book. So I kind of just left the flyer on her desk and then walked out. That's kind of cute. That is so awkward. I would have at least said, excuse me. I mean, I feel good to interrupt the book, but actually, that's actually super polite if you think about it. It's like, I'm not going to interrupt your reading. I'm just going to leave this here. Because leave on the desk, they surely come. I just like, I'm recruiting. Please consider. But I'm sure she'll see it and want to join the club. I hope so. Shall we head back now? The two head back to the club room, Sayori feeling rather accomplished, and Monica still feeling a bit embarrassed by the encounter. Excuse me. Man. Upon returning, Monica and Sayori resume their strategy meeting. They discuss various different kinds of recruitment tactics, from professional to silly. After going through Sayori's list, which is definitely more silly than professional, with Monica coming up with ideas of her own, the two end in a better spot than from where they began. Well, I would say today was pretty productive, wasn't it? Yeah, I think we're starting to make progress. I can't wait to get some new members. Hey, what's this? Sayori peers at the sheet of paper Monica was jotting on earlier. Oh, don't mind that. I was just thinking to myself, join the literature club, right the way into your heart? That's so cute. I thought it was a little overdramatic. Excuse me. But Sayori pauses and thinks for a moment. You know, I don't think you give yourself enough credit. What? What do you mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like I can tell from talking to you every day. It seems like you're always afraid of doing something wrong. Yeah, but would you call yourself a perfectionist? This is the truth. And I don't want to brag, but in this regard... Oh, I'm getting a phone call from my dad. Excuse me, fellas. One moment, please. I forgot to write down my McDonald's order in the fam chat like they asked me to earlier, so give me a minute. I'm just gonna do that. Alright, I'm just gonna do that. Let me write down, what do I want from McDonald's? McDonald's! I'll have a, fuck it, we're gonna go double Big Mac is a thing, right? Double Big Mac with fries, carrot, get some carrots with it, carrot bag, and a soda slash freaking, oh, what are they called? A soda and condiments going spare. Thanks, Dad. I'm getting a big burger and just a little bit of everything else, just to balance it all out, because I'm going to be hungry. This is my dinner. Although when your parents call you, even though you're both at home, they could just yell upstairs. I don't think he is home, though. I think my dad is actually, like, in the car or something right now. He's out in the garden. And, you know, literally, that phone call was 20 seconds long. It was 19 seconds long, even. It was not long at all, so, like, it's much more efficient just for him to call me. Anyways, sorry for the interruption, guys, but this is going to be a long, chill stream. I want to finish this side story. We've been going for 2.25 hours, so I hope we end part 1 soon, so we can kind of get on with this. But I was going to say, I'm also going to see if my headphone battery's any good right now. I actually am similar to Monica in one regard, and I don't want to brag, but this is kind of true. When children like me or Monica are viewed as gifted or, like, seriously talented from a young age, more pressure is put on them to do well, meaning that when they get older, also, we just connected, so you should hear on the desktop again. How much battery is there, though? People like me, people like Monica, as teens, suffer a lot because we're driven to be perfectionists, because at a young age we're kind of taught that we're better than everyone and we go above and beyond, and we're given more tasks and we achieve greater things. But when things start getting super difficult in teenhood, we don't handle things well. All right, we overstress and we become people pleasers. We give too much. We don't take enough. We don't relax enough. And I'm a work hard, play hard kind of guy, but it kind of sucks because I was in Monica's situation for years. I've never tried a sweet tea from McDonald's. No, I usually just get like a soda, like a Fanta or something. But yeah, I know exactly where Monica's coming from here. Yeah, I definitely am. I mean, I always have an idea in my head of how I want things to go, and it's like, I can't accept anything less than that. But I think in the end, it helps me try my hardest at everything. So I don't think that's bad. And that is true. This is why I was so successful in middle school. But in high school, trying my best wasn't enough. And, you know, I don't have any big excuse. I haven't got, like, ADHD or autism or something. You know, that's fair enough. But, like, I just wasn't that good in a lot of things. And I started getting really stressed out. So, like, my A-level years were probably the roughest, because if I hadn't been so stressed out by the pressure, by peer pressure from students and the school and routine, I probably would have had double my grades. My grades were straight B's, which are okay, but I could have gotten an A-star in history A-level if I wasn't so stressed out. Which is a shame. Real shame. Also, I was, like, really ill for some reason. I was really ill during those 2 years. I still am. I've entered a period of time where I've been really ill. It sucks. It pretty sucks. Anyway, enjoy the music. Like with this club, we have such an opportunity to make it into exactly how we envision it, but it feels like we only have one shot at it, so I'm just really afraid from deviating from that. The vision, the mission, the nightmares, the mission in our dreams. It's over now. Forget that reference, you're a pole champ. What's the vision? It's... Monica pauses to think, then shakes her head to herself. She sighs. I don't know. I just want everyone to... Monica trails off. Smiling, Sarah taps her finger against a sheet of paper. Right the way into your heart. I think what you're trying to do is to make the club that you need the most out of everyone. Well, you're the one who knows yourself best, of course, but I'm here to help you. Monica returns Sarah's smile. It's sort of amazing how kind you are. We're really going to make this the best club ever. Sarah nods, and the two remain silent for a moment, lost in thought. I'm not gonna lie, I thought Monica was the popular girl. I thought she'd already had, like, 5 boyfriends at this point, you know? Like, I thought Monica... But maybe Monica, takes that for granted, or is trying hard not to take that for granted, but, you know... Obviously, she's not in a relationship by this time. She wasn't happy with any of them, if they existed. Which doesn't seem the case, but yeah. But yeah, you lucky spud. But yeah, I'll try that out next time, DJ. That's an interesting suggestion. I usually enjoy a good one every now and then. I heard Deviate and my mind just went to Detroit Become Human. Deviants Rise Up. I've recently been listening to the soundtrack, and I've been feeling nostalgic for Detroit Become Human, because that was also a 2018 game. It was part of the DDLC era of games. It was more like the FFPS era of games, but you know, I really want to go re-watch the old Let's Plays of 8-Bit Ryan or Jacksepticeye on Detroit Become Human, because I've been feeling really nostalgic for that. I'm going to do that this evening. I'm going to watch 8-Bit Ryan play Detroit. Splendor. Splendid. Splendor Studios. Nice. But yeah, Sarah nods, she remains silent from a lost in thought. The only sound is the steady whisper of the air conditioner, and the only movement is of the afternoon sunlight trickling its way in and out of the moving clouds. Sarah breaks the moment with a big yawn. And now everyone's got to yawn because as soon as you see or hear someone yawning, you can't avoid yawning. The yawn is coming. It's like the blue shell. Run from it, hide from it. It always comes. You can't avoid yawning. But luckily, we won't be in a yawning cycle because I can't see and hear you guys yawning. Time to go home? You tell me. You're the president. In that case, today's meeting is officially over. I look forward to tomorrow. Me too. Sayori beams and grabs her things. You can go on ahead. I need a few minutes still. Oh, I can wait. That's alright. I just want some alone time. In that case, Sayori waves enthusiastically at Monica. Good luck. Monica smiles and waves in return as Sayori spins her way out of the clubroom. Imagine that. Sayori is just like, speed. I love how I can do that because I'm wearing Bluetooth headphones. Normally I'd like tangle the wire up, but like, luckily I didn't knock into anything. If Lucy was watching this, she'd be so concerned. Anyway. All alone, she sighs to herself and takes a minute to zone out. She wasn't prepared for the self-reflection encouraged by Sayori, but she decides it was something she probably needed right about now. The club that I need the most? I don't get it. I just want to start a club with more passion. Something that I could use to help lead people to happiness. Literature is the key to that, because it's the window to the real person inside us. Underneath the person who's forced to always smile and blend it. Are you talking to me, or the person who's forced to be perfect? This is why you need to handle gifted children with care, because they grow up and they turn into this, and they get hella stressed out. All right. And I was the same. I was in top sets in all my classes, almost. There were a couple of exceptions, but I in the end, I was always top set, and you know. But, like, in that class, I was bottom of the class. Medium at best. God damn, what a relatable little moment. Hello. Don't worry about that, I've got it. That needs to go back in there. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Anyways, oops, sorry guys, I just need to put that in there. Nice. Monica suddenly notices a folder on the floor by her desk. Did Sayori leave this behind? I hope it doesn't have her homework in it. Worried, Monica opens the folder to check. Poems. It's a folder of poems. Ooh, are we just gonna see like 10 poems? Become the flower. Become the flower. Spin. Spin. If you watch Hottest Dog, you know. Become the flower. A feeling of joy is a flower plucked from the ground. Hang on. A feeling of joy is a flower plucked from the ground. The colour, the scent. It's so pretty in my hair. Every day I pluck some flowers as though they grew just for me. A lifetime of peace and nourishment yanked away in an instant. All for me, all for joy. Are we going to talk about the fact that she's killing flowers? I need more. I need more joy. I need more happy. Pluck, pluck, pluck. Every day. Pluck, pluck, pluck. So pretty in my hair. Pluck, pluck, pluck. You're going to die, and you too. Beneath my feet the flower stands alone. It beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends? I look in every direction, and the field I stand in, the prosperous field, is a barren wasteland. The fruits of my labour, the carnage of my joy. And that is why I've decided I must become the flower. What a powerful little poem. So I'm pretty sure this is symbolic for Sayori taking and taking and taking happiness. Like, her depression has spiraled so far that she's tried so hard to find all different kinds of joy, probably on a more superficial level. Oh, eat to be happy, watch this to be happy, be happy, be happy, be happy. And it's not working. It's not working. And her joy has caused carnage. In the same way that she's metaphorically, you know, killed an entire field of flowers because of the joy they give her when she plucks them. You know, she's killed... I don't know, I guess she's killed her expectations. Her expectations and her tolerance for happiness are so high now. It's like getting it's like hardening to drugs. Like when you take lots of drugs, you have a higher tolerance for the amount of stuff you can take. It's the same for Sayori here with feelings. She, nothing is working because she's become resistant to medium level happiness. She has to have extreme, euphoria just to not feel depressed. So that is why she's decided she must become the flower. She wants to become the flower that everybody plucks to make them happy. She's decided that the only way she can get out of this rut is to stop taking and to start giving happiness. And that is why Sayori is so intent on being the friend who helps everyone, who gives, even though she can't look after herself. This is why she's so intent on being the best friend and trying to take care of everybody and keep it all together. And although she does a marvelous job of that, that still doesn't solve her depression. And the reason this is important is because that's a real life thing. There are real people in this world, people who might even be watching the stream, who suffer from this exact problem. And I think it's really important that we're made aware of that. What an amazing backstory for a character. It's okay if you don't get it, because I didn't get a lot of these poems first time reading, but I'm an A-level English student, I got a B, I know this kind of thing. What the? Wait, Sayori? I think Monica understood the poem. And that's it, that's the end. That's part 1 of Trust. So I imagine part 2 is going to flip things around a bit, and it's going to show Monica uplifting Sayori, because Sayori's uplifted Monica. Sayori is the one who started the club, gained her confidence, gave her ideas. But Monica's, by an accident, she's got a glimpse into Sayori's problems. So now, next time, guys, we're going to read through Trust Part 2, and we're going to discover how Monica's going to help out Sayori and be a good friend, I hope. But again, it's very strange, very different. And also, we unlock more pictures. Oh, what if we unlocked? Oh, yes! Finish the side story Trust 1. Look at that, guys. It's the new graphics. So, you have the old graphics, and they've got the new one. The background's also changed slightly. It doesn't have the stripe, and that's it's a better drawing of Monica. It's fresher art, it's higher res, it's more detailed. I mean, they're both good. This is good. But, if you compare, her pose and her, facial expression and everything... Oh, we unlocked Sayori as well. We unlocked the new Sayori. It just looks better. This... I don't know, if you look at the new ones... I don't know, there's something about the shape of the faces and stuff. It looks much more expressive. It looks slightly more realistic in a way. I don't know, the skirts aren't doing the weird kind of helicopter thing. What the fuck is this? From behind, her pants are going to be exposed. Meanwhile here, it's actually behaving with slightly more realistic physics. But dude, the new arts look so good. I'm so happy, because I was so confused when the old art was still in the game. These look so much better. I mean, the old ones are good, but this is a big improvement. It's a big improvement. I want to see a side by side. We've also unlocked poems, I think. Oh, they've been unmarked. But we've unlocked new poems and stuff. There's different categories, so we'll go to music in a minute. But there's wallpapers, poems, CGs, secrets and backgrounds, and sketches. And promo. So there's a promo category. Was that the only new one? I saw there were more, which I missed. Whatever. But that's really cool. Music as well. We've unlocked some new songs. My Song, Your Note. So this is all brand new. Peachy Pie. And Dusk. I might add some of this to the non-gaming background music for debate direct and vlogs. Dusk especially. What a vibe. I don't know what the usage rights and stuff are, so I'd have to check it out, but I might add this to my debate direct stuff. What's this? Okay, I click the plus. What does that do? Okay, it's blue now. I don't understand what that does. Okay, now they're all blue. What does that do? Oh, it adds them to the playlist. So I could put all of my favorites in a playlist. That's pretty epic. I might do that. It's like a mini Spotify. Yeah, wow, what a What an interesting side story. So we finished Trust Part 1. So next episode, boys, we're going to do... Well, we've not had any mail. I still don't know about this. Nothing's going on that. We're going to be doing... Sorry, what am I doing? Next episode, we're going to do Trust Part 2. And we're also going to continue with the main storyline and do the next day and continue the Sayori route. And yeah, it's going to be good. So for now, that is all. I might even use one of the new songs for the intro and stuff. I'm going to quit though. If you have enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, share with your friends. It's very much appreciated. I also check out the links in the description below. I forgot to mention this. Today's charity shout out goes to St. Jude's. No, it doesn't. That's the wrong one. That's one for yesterday. Sorry, St. Jude's, but someone else's turn. Today's shout out goes to the Honeybee Conservancy. Oh, that's my stream key. I gotta finish this quick, guys. Go support the Honeybee Conservancy. If you're wondering why bees, you can list all the reasons here. I covered this in the stream today, and protecting bees is super duper important, alright, because they pollinate 1/3 of all food we eat. So if you can donate, you'll be going towards a really good cause and preserving all life on the planet. Please do that. That'd be really good. Today's charity shout out. Livy's. I think I'm gonna give it to Livy because the idea of her seeing the player avatar would be interesting. I really want to know what the player looks like. To be honest, it's an odd little thing which we need to add. So today's shout out goes to Livy. Go check out her videos, guys. She does great stuff. Really interesting content. And if you want to play the game, it's down there. So is the website and all the social media pages and so on and so forth. It's in the description. Also, today's like goal was 25. We didn't hit it, but that's fine. I really appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. Thanks for watching. All right, it's been good. That's one way, but yeah, I'm gonna go now before someone hijacks my stream with the stream key. All right, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. I'm probably not gonna do a stream tomorrow, but definitely thereafter. Stay hydrated.